In a quiet room inside a Berlin museum, behind thick glass and soft golden light, a face stares back at the world. Her eyes are calm. Her lips curve in a secret smile. Her neck rises with impossible grace. She is Queen Nefertiti, the most beautiful woman of the ancient world. More than 3,300 years have passed since she walked the earth, yet her face feels alive, as if she might blink at any moment and speak. But she never does, and that is the mystery. Because while the world knows her face, no one knows what happened to her. Not where she died, not where she was buried, not even how her life truly ended. And in ancient Egypt, forgetting a name was worse than death. A girl who was never meant to rule. Long before she became a queen, Nefertiti was just a girl walking barefoot on the cool stone floors of a palace. Her name meant the beautiful one has come, but no one knows where she came from. Some believe she was Egyptian, the daughter of a nobleman named A. Others think she may have come from a foreign land, perhaps Mitanni, far to the north, sent as part of a royal alliance. What is certain is this: she was not born to be powerful. Yet when she walked into a room, people noticed. Her posture was straight, her eyes were sharp, and she spoke with quiet confidence, even when addressing those far above her. And one day, a young prince noticed her. His name was Amenhotep IV. He would soon become one of the most dangerous kings Egypt had ever known. A love that changed an empire. Amenhotep IV was not like other princes. He disliked the old gods, he questioned tradition, and he dreamed of tearing Egypt apart and rebuilding it in his own image. When he met Nefertiti, something changed. She did not fear his strange ideas. She did not argue against him. She believed him. When he became pharaoh, he changed his name to Akhenaten, servant of the Aten, and he declared that Egypt would worship only one god, the Aten, the sun disk. This was madness. For over 1,000 years, Egypt had worshipped many gods: Amun, Isis, Osiris, Horus. Their temples controlled wealth, armies, and politics. Akhenaten wanted to destroy them all, and Nefertiti stood at his side, not as a silent wife, but as a ruler. The queen who ruled like a king. In ancient Egyptian art, queens were always shown behind their husbands, not Nefertiti. She is shown wearing the crown of a pharaoh. She is shown smiting enemies. She is shown riding chariots. She is shown offering sacrifices to the Aten. Some inscriptions even list her as co-ruler. This was unheard of. Priests whispered that she was too powerful. Courtiers feared her influence. Foreign kings wrote letters directly to her. Egypt was no longer ruled by one monarch, but two. But power creates enemies. And while Nefertiti and Akhenaten were reshaping Egypt, something dark was growing in the shadows. The city of light and shadows. Akhenaten and Nefertiti built a new capital, Akhenaten, horizon of the Aten, a city of white temples, open to the sky, where sunlight touched every altar. But outside the city walls, chaos was spreading. The old priesthood had lost their power. The army was neglected. Foreign enemies were attacking Egypt's borders. And inside the palace, tragedy struck. Nefertiti gave birth to 6 daughters, but no sons. And in ancient Egypt, that was dangerous, because without a male heir, everything could collapse. Then, suddenly, Nefertiti vanished. The queen who disappeared. One year, her name was everywhere. The next year, it was gone. No death announcement, no mourning rituals, no tomb. It was as if Queen Nefertiti had never existed. Some historians believe she died of plague, others think she was murdered in a palace coup, and some believe she became pharaoh herself under a new name, Neferneferu Aten. But there is no proof, only silence. And in ancient Egypt, silence is terrifying. The boy who inherited a broken kingdom. Soon after Nefertiti vanished, Akhenaten died, and Egypt was left in chaos. A young boy took the throne, Tutankhaten. He was only about 9 years old, and under powerful advisors, he changed his name to Tutankhamen, restoring the old gods and rejecting everything Akhenaten and Nefertiti had built. It was a complete erasure. Their temples were destroyed, their names were carved out of stone, their memory was meant to die, including Nefertiti. But even in destruction, something survived. Her face. The face found in the sand. In 1912, a German archaeologist uncovered a painted bust buried in the ruins of Akhenaten. When they lifted it into the light, everyone froze. It was Nefertiti, perfect, serene, alive, and the world fell in love with her. But something was missing, her body, the tomb that no one can find. Egyptian royalty were buried with incredible care. So where is Nefertiti? Some believe she lies in a hidden chamber behind Tutankhamun's tomb. Others think her mummy was deliberately destroyed. And some believe she was never meant to be found. Because perhaps Nefertiti knew the truth, that one day the world would remember her not for how she died, but for how she lived. Epilogue: the queen who refused to vanish. More than 3,000 years later, her eyes still watch us. Kings have fallen, empires have vanished, gods have been forgotten. But Nefertiti remains, a queen without a tomb, a ruler without a grave, a mystery without an answer. And somewhere beneath the sands of Egypt, her story is still waiting.